So normally when you start, it's good practice to import all the libraries you want to work with. Okay, so just copy out the data frame we used the last time, that dictionary, because we're starting from there. So I can put that in the, I made some modifications, so I could just put that in the chat also. So you can also copy, so that we just build base from what we did the last time. So now we have our data frame. So if we print out DF, you see the names, basically. I think we've done a bit of the data analysis, so we don't really do that. So notice, so now we'll start with data transformation. So you notice that your under income, you see that the currency is at the, is on it, and if you want to carry out analysis, this will be considered as an object column, a string. So if, for example, I do df.dtypes, it shows that they are all objects, and I want my age to be numerics and want income to be numeric. So first of all, I will want to remove this sign from it. So I could just create a new column called income. Then I can put it in pounds. Then I will do something like, so now I'm transforming the income column. Then I could do the dot replace. Remember the dot replace from the, so most of the things we've done before is everything is just to build up to what we'll be doing today. Today is for visualization. So when we learned different data types, NumPy, pandas, everything, it's all to build, because you'll be using those little things you've learned before in the session, basically. So I want to replace, I want to replace using the escape sign. So I want to replace this, and I also want to replace the dots. So if you look at the, you see this, you have a dot. So these are some of the things you just start looking at when you're exploring your data. What are the things that could be errors? For example, everything we have is like 32,000, 55,000. This is 56. So it's possible that this was an error. So these are some of the things you start looking at, cleaning your data. So now I want to take out some, I'm not only taking out this, I'm also taking out the full stop, because this will just maybe skew our data, 56 compared to 60,000. So definitely this is an error. So some things you look. You also see this is 7,000. Looking at the distribution, this 7,000 is an outlier. So it's possible it's supposed to be 70,000. That is zero was omitted. So just some of the things you start looking. So you have to have justification for this transformation and keep track of the transformation. So for example, if you're going to present this to maybe a business, your managers, you note all these transformations you do. So these are the assumptions you've taken, and these are the corrections you've made. For example, this is 450,000. It's way out of what we're working with. So definitely, maybe you want to, so that's when you start looking at your data, you start looking at, okay, what's not right with this data, what's right and what's not right. So by the time you do this, okay, so of course going back to, so I not only want to remove that pound sign, I also want to remove the full stop, basically. Then I want to replace it with nothing. So that's why I just put an empty string. So by the time I run this TF, by the time I run this, what's the error? Income. What's the, okay, income with a capital letter. So you have to be them, just make everything this capital also. So you see that I have a new column without the signs. I still have to deal with the 7,000 and the 450,000.